Trailer time.
Yes. Oh, it was good. We finally got a proper length trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine. With some Wolverine in it.
Yeah, with a lot of Wolverine in it. Yeah. I mean, the opening joke. Well, hang on, two things. One, I swear we always start anything that's Wolverine related. It's like a canon event that has to happen. It's Wolverine's introduced in an out-of-town rundown bar. Like, I feel like any time he's like found by a character, the teaser for the Wolverine game, it's always in a bar.
Hurry, you're an artist. It's a motif.
I know, but it's just like it's so like they're making it a canon event. It's gone further than just a it's like.
Would you like my off the rip guess?
Go on.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
In Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man films, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine was supposed to make a cameo in Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
However, they couldn't find the costume, so it got scrapped.
Okay.
That would mean canonically that Wolverine would know that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. What if this Wolverine is actually Tobey Maguire's Wolverine, and during the events of No Way Home, similar to Tom Hardy's Venom, he got pulled into the MCU universe and got stuck there? Because we've already been told that this isn't Logan. This isn't the Wolverine from Logan.
No.
They're not touching that. They said that. As much as people on the internet trying to act like they're retconning that, they're saying they're not touching that. I've just got a feeling there is going to be some weird bullshit fuckery that makes no sense, and they can try and get away with it because it's a Deadpool film, and Deadpool will just be able to go, fuck you, I do what I want. That'll be their logic. I've just got a feeling that this Wolverine is already in the MCU. Especially when we know that in She-Hulk, there was the article saying man with claws gets in a bar fight.
Yes. So here's kind of on top of this then. I don't think the Wolverine in that bar is the same Wolverine in the yellow suit.
That failed his universe.
Yeah. I think, like, on yours, I'm in the same boat of I think it's the one we've got hinted at from She-Hulk, because the barman's also says, you're not allowed around here. Almost being like, you had a fucking bar fight here. You're barred. Or it could be like he's just being racist to mutants.
But that is also very possible.
But I do agree. I think it's whether it's Tobey Maguire's Wolverine.
It's just how I logic my way into him being in the universe.
Potentially. I don't hate that idea. I do then think I love the fucking opening joke of when he does the claws and they only come out a little bit and he's like, you've got the whiskey dick. Happens in Wolverines of 40 plus. Yeah. And I'm just like, and he's like, here, don't fucking do as I say, or you're about to take a deep breath through your forehead. And I'm like, sold. I'm just sold on this. Like, this is the Deadpool humor is back. I'm so for this.
It looks like we're going to get a number of fight scenes between the two of them as well when they're doing stuff, and Wolverine is just like, I'm sick of your shit, and they have a little scrap.
Well, I think there's going to be different. Obviously, the one in the yellow suit is one. We know there's a Wolverine in a casino because we got that in the teaser.
That's Patch.
So I think there's going to be this situation where he's going, for whatever reason, he needs to find a Wolverine. They'll probably get into that. And he's going to go face multiple. So there's going to be multiple fights where he's like fighting Wolverines and it always ends up in
what
stabbing each other.
Really curious to know about.
Go on.
Is, do they use this Deadpool film to introduce the MCU's Wolverine?
I think they do.
As like a post-credit scene at the end. Deadpool completes his task for the TVA. As a reward, he gets put in a universe that is safe.
Yep.
and he bumps into that universe's Wolverine, and it's the MCU.
And he's like, oh, fuck, not this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, or what if it's like, because obviously we get the line in this trailer of Wolverine's like, oh, fuck off, which is the same
Yeah.
one as in
First Class.
First Class, yeah, when they're in the bar. What if it's like Deadpool's in his bar, you know, the Merc one, and Wolverine walks in and he's like, oh, fuck off to Wolverine instead? I think you're right that we could get our MCU Wolverine. It's obviously we see the yellow suit Wolverine is how I'm going to just describe him. Knocked out on the floor of the TVA. We then get in a place where we know the Fox sign is, but there's also a bunch of other shit in the background.
Yeah, I think that's the pruning place.
Yes.
I forget the name
now,
of the dimension.
I think he comes across Yellow Wolverine in a incursion world or something's gone, and he comes and he brings him in, and they're like, no, he's no use to us. Like, what the line is. They prune, or they get in a fight and they accidentally prune each other. And that's how they both end up in the void.
Yeah.
They obviously then get into it in the void. Of which is then where they meet all those other people. Which I saw something where someone was like, with the Ant-Man skull opening up, and there's a few people in front. People are theorizing that's different mutants.
It absolutely is. So one of them was Aziraphale, who was the character in, I want to say, X3, who looked very much like Nightcrawler but had red skin instead of blue.
Okay.
Toad was there from X-Men 2.
Okay.
Or original X-Men, I can't remember which. And there was a couple of other mutants there, absolutely.
I think Fox Universe X-Men had an incursion.
Yeah.
Obviously, TVA went in, cleaned up. Bunch of them all ended up there. The woman apparently is
Nova.
Yes.
Yeah, that is Charles Xavier's twin sister who he thought he killed in the womb.
That's what I've
seen. Have you ever heard this story?
No, but I hadn't before this. Found out because I saw some things that that's Charles's twin.
So in the womb, Charles's telepathic abilities kind of made him aware of the evil within her.
Oh.
So he strangled her with the umbilical cord.
Damn.
In the womb.
Bro, moving like that. Okay.
Yeah. I might be getting that wrong, but that's what I seem to think happened.
Sounds probably right.
I'm not quite sure how she survived or what happened. I think she ended up being like assumed a stillborn, but not really. She then got put in like an orphanage and then a mental asylum and went a bit crazy.
When I saw that like it's Charles's twin, whether this might not be liked, I think they don't do it that way. I think for MCU, and because we're dealing with TVA, and we've dealt with Loki and his variants, I reckon they're going to play this off as this is a Charles variant that was female.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
And that's why she got zapped and she's in the void.
I don't dislike that. I do have to scup your plan slightly.
Okay.
That actress has been confirmed to be playing Cassandra Nova.
Oh no, I think she'll still be called Cassandra Nova. Like,
see, I think
like I'm forgetting what female Loki's called in. I'm forgetting it. So yeah, like how she's called Sylvie, but she is Loki. I think she'll be Cassandra Nova. Became Professor X in whatever.
I kind of get what you're going at. I think the issue is going to be with Cassandra Nova being a character people are really excited for. If they put the name Cassandra Nova on essentially a gender bent Professor X, I think they really risk pissing off more people than they think. So I think if they
don't disagree
that, it's a very bad idea.
I just, with this whole like we're dealing with TVA and variants, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what they tried to play it off as.
Yeah.
Or it could just be the world she was in, she killed Charles and that wasn't meant to happen. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a world actually where she killed Charles in the womb, still
Now that
became
I can
Cassandra
believe.
Nova. They're like, this isn't the true timeline, pruned.
That I can see.
There's, yeah, I think either of those could be why she ends up there.
But it's definitely gonna be really interesting to see how it comes out. The visual of the giant Ant-Man head with the
Yes.
skull still in the helmet
Yeah.
is a fucking vibe.
I love the whole void vibe, how it's like so many Easter eggs of different things. Like we got the Red
It's
Skull car, but it's got an Iron Man logo on it.
Do you know what it is, in my opinion? The vibe of it works perfectly. As we've seen before, stuff being the wrong kind of size happened a
Mm,
lot in the Void in the Loki show, so that gives
yes.
it that. But it's do you know what it is? And we haven't had it in forever. It's a kick-ass bad villain lair.
Yeah.
We don't have enough of them.
Well, it's the same vibe as Nowhere, the giant fucking
Yeah,
skull in space. It's just like,
yeah,
oh, this is just sick to have a
yeah.
base in. Um, but like
I
on
don't.
the car that I was saying that is Red Skull, I saw a fun theory. Someone was like, look, it's got Iron Man's face and it's flames. What if this is OG roadie actor who got zapped because he's not the real roadie? Just
Like, I don't. I love that idea. My problem is that actor has gone off the fucking
oh,
rails
I know, yeah, I don't.
and has come up with his own form of maths. And I just don't think Disney are going to work with
Oh
him.
no, Disney won't. But I think
I
it would
don't think
be
he'd sign the contract anyway. It would be
no.
hilarious though.
It would be a hilarious way to have him back.
Just get a lookalike.
Another fun fan theory that I don't think is going to be true. The portal, the sling ring portal they jump into at the end.
Yeah.
What if that is them entering Endgame?
I've seen a lot of people going like that. And
And
here's
they've
the
been in
thing.
our MCU this ever since, and we didn't know.
I don't hate that idea.
Neither do I,
It
but I
would
don't.
be a very Deadpool thing to do when you bear in mind the Secret Wars retcon that was Deadpool found the symbiote suit first, drove it crazy, and that's why it became Venom type beat.
Hmm,
Um, so like it'd be a very like Deadpool's the only character you could pull it off with.
yeah,
Um, Another one I've seen is what if they end up in Madeline's house from She-Hulk or Madison's house?
yeah.
Fun fact about that before I forget: Madison has made her first appearance in an actual comic book after being created
Oh
for the
shit.
She-Hulk show. Because Wong in one of the Doctor Strange comics was going out to watch TV with Madison.
I love that.
So that's become like a canon thing now, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm so excited for this film.
Same.
Oh, sorry, another little Easter egg in the trailer. A lot of people have spotted, so I'm not breaking any news here.
Okay.
In the bit where Wolverine and Deadpool walk out together for like that big fight
Yeah.
scene that clearly happens in like that shopping strip,
Yeah.
one of the signs, because of the way it's broken, looks like it says Rob Liefeld's feet.
Right.
Rob Liefeld is a comic book artist
Oh,
who
okay. Nice.
famously cannot draw feet.
Oh, I like it.
So, like, a lot of his art cuts off at like the shin or the knee
Nice, nice, nice,
because
nice.
he just cannot draw feet. So
Relatable.
he's come up with lots of very funny ways to just try and avoid it over the years. Um,
I like
I can't
that. If
wait for
that's
this
true.
film. I am incredibly nervous, like I was with No Way Home, that I'm so excited it won't possibly be able to live up.
I know what you mean.
But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna watch it. There's no point being nervous. I may as well just let myself be excited.
Do you know what as well we need to remember is we've been told there's quite a few cameos. So like this trailer really didn't allude to that side of the story.
I can't remember who it is. There's a couple of people who were reported to have cameos, but
Now,
actually that might be a bunch of crap, and they might actually have pretty significant roles.
oh, something that I've just remembered, I remember seeing someone pointed out on, I think it was on Twitter, I saw it. quick trailer we saw like months back, like the Flash one,
Yeah.
there was the clip where we saw Deadpool shooting Uzis, and everyone was like, "Oh, famously, female
Lady
Deadpool,
Deadpool, yeah.
Lady Deadpool." Someone's gone back. The gloves that Deadpool was wearing are different to what he's wearing in this trailer, and everyone's like,
Awesome.
Maybe it still is the case."
It's absolutely that is absolutely gonna be Lady Deadpool. We know we're getting a few Deadpool variants with like Deadpool dog and stuff.
Yeah, I think he's
Sorry,
going to
dog.
travel to world, like there's going to be some issue of him traveling around with a TVA where different Deadpools, different Wolverines, potentially other
I
cameos.
I kind of like the idea of like that fight scene we saw teased with them walking out.
Mm,
Is like them fighting like another variant of Deadpool and Wolverine.
maybe.
Oh my god, what if the TVA, the sick fucks, have like paired up a bunch of Deadpool and Wolverines? It's like only one of you gets to survive. We're only going to save one of you.
Wow, it's like I don't know. I'm just there's obviously going to be some significance. Obviously, they're going to stick with Yellow Suit Deadpool for a while, like his
Yellow Suit Wolverine.
Wolverine. I mean,
That's the main one we're going to be dealing with for sure.
then it's gonna. They're obviously then going to deal with Cassandra. But it's like, what Wolverine did they end up with?
Yeah,
That's the
I,
question.
I'm I'm so excited. Also, people are moaning about this. I'm gonna deal with this.
Oh,
So, when we got the suit reveal, everyone was like, "Why does he have sleeves? Wolverine's not supposed to have sleeves." And then everyone was like, "Well, Hugh Jackman has a really serious history of melanoma, which is skin cancer for people who don't know.
yeah,
So, you know what? Well, it's still comic accurate. Let him keep his sleeves. I want Hugh Jackman to be healthy and
yeah,
comfortable." Clearly, the suit gets battle damaged and the sleeves come off, which is what we've seen in this trailer.
yeah.
These ungrateful motherfuckers are going, "Why did they get rid of the shoulder gauntlets? We said we wanted no sleeves. That doesn't mean get rid of the shoulder gauntlets." The whole idea of that is purely to give you a hint of the sleeveless look,
Mm-hmm.
but without you going, "Oh, well, why didn't you just run that suit the entire time?" Because if they would have just had the sleeves cut off for one scene with the shoulder gauntlets still on, everyone would have gone, "Well, why didn't you just use that suit the entire time?"
Do you know what I saw about that stuff? And it's like, if you pay attention, like he has sleeves when they're doing those what we know are huge outdoor shots in the
Yeah,
desert, whatever. Rightfully so to protect his skin. That supermarket or whatever they're at for the fight, 100% is an indoor set, which is why it's fine. And then also, how much do you want to bet it? It's like there's gonna be some moment where Wolverine like pulls on his shoulder pads to pull him towards him, and he just rips his sleeves off, and he's gonna be like, "Oops," sort
yeah,
of like, "Oh no, I've ripped your clothes off."
yeah. It's gonna be very interesting, that's for sure. But we will see.